Hey guys, so I have some time in between clients and I'm going to take you shopping with me. So let me tell you about my day today. I started at 10 a.m., which is really nice. I had an appointment in Windsor, meeting a client about a playroom, and then I had an appointment in Chatham, so about an hour up the 401, then another 2.5 hours up the 401. I flew on up to Kitchener, and at 8 o'clock tonight, I have an appointment to meet a new client in Milton, which is right by Toronto. And so I am all over the place, and it's about 6:20 right now, so I had about an hour and a half to kill before my next appointment, and I'm gonna go shopping, and look what I found. Ooh, you can't really see it because I'm in my car, but I'm at the Toronto Premium Outlets in Halton Hills, so we're going to stop at one of my favorite stores, which is Restoration Hardware. Okay. See that it's kind of warehouse style here, so we are in an outlet, so you do have to be careful because all the sales are final here, so you just have to be careful to look everything over before you purchase it, but sometimes you can get a really great deal. For example, this bar cart is phenomenal. Just need to get a piece of glass in there. Look at that. Everything here is so soft and plush, and everything has a real rustic feeling, which is why I love this store, because I think every room can use a little bit of rustic in it to just really give it that worn and kind of cozy feeling. We also came across this amazing worn leather sofa. Now I did find when I sat in this one that the seat was a little bit too deep. But they had it also in a brown, and this was a much smaller version of the same sofa, and I really liked the brown worn leather feeling of this, and it was super comfy and super cozy because the seat wasn't too deep for a short person like me. I'm only about 5'3", so that was a great find at Restoration Hardware. This was a beautiful dresser. I thought, now, again, because it's an outlet, you really have to look and check things over. So this one here was actually missing one of the handles. So it was on a great discount, and if you were going to change out the hardware anyways, it would be a perfect find. I thought that this would look absolutely beautiful in a lacquer finish. So if we were to paint it out in a beautiful high glass lacquer, that lattice that's in there would give it some great texture, and it would turn out to be a fantastic piece. These I thought would be great for a bathroom renovation that I'm working on as some little accessories. You could pop some cotton balls or some Q-tips or something like that in there. Just gives it a little bit of sparkle and shine. And then this piece, this is actually a bathroom cabinet, and it's kind of a tinny metal finish. It was absolutely beautiful. I loved the high gloss black lacquer, but I also thought that you could use it as a sideboard if you just put a solid countertop on the top of this piece. It was in really great shape, and I loved the hardware on it. It was so cool and so kind of industrial feeling. Dining room chairs. So they have a huge selection of dining room chairs here at Restoration Hardware. I thought that this linen piece was absolutely fabulous. I loved the scrolled legs on the bottom of it. We're going to Ikea. So I thought that this find was really great for a kid's playroom that we're working on. I think I would change out the cushion on the top to something that looks a little bit more expensive, a little bit more designer, but the concept of the drawer and kind of the bench seating was great. I think I get about 9 of these and just completely line the room in a bit of an L shape, so we have lots of pull-out storage for the kids' toys to keep them clean and concealed, and as well as lots of seating for the kids kids to play, you know, their friends to come over, for parents to sit in and kind of supervise, maybe read a book, do some homework, etc., etc. You can also place a table in front of this, and the kids would have a great place to work at without having to have lots of chairs throughout the space. So I thought this piece was really, really great, and so took a picture of that to show one of our clients. Now, IKEA has lots of great displays throughout the store, and when you walk throughout their showroom, usually up on the second level, you kind of get some different ideas as far as the pieces that they've pulled together. I thought this cabinet was kind of cute with the open shelving on one side because you can display some really pretty things in there, but you still have the closed off storage for hiding some of the things that aren't as attractive. And these cabinets, the way that they float, I thought that that was a cool idea because if you had a kid's bathroom and if you have a small child and they need a step stool and things like that for brushing their teeth, you could easily slide it underneath here so that it keeps concealed underneath the floating storage. So it also is great for a smaller bathroom, because when you have your furniture lifted up off the ground, it just makes the room feel a little bit more airy and a little bit larger as well. IKEA has a great selection of bedding. So if you have your favorite, maybe goose down, wonderful duvet, and you just want to switch up your duvet cover for a fresh new look for spring, IKEA has a great selection, and they're very, very inexpensive. So I wanted to show you some of the great duvets that they had there. This was a really cute blue plaid. I thought it was nice and masculine. So if you have a hubby who doesn't like the florals and things like that, I thought that this was a great option. It also had some grays and some taupes running through it. So if you have a more neutral bedroom, it's an easy way to add a little bit of color to that. This one right here, I think I would do it with a different color throw at the bottom. So it had a dark purple throw here at the bottom, but I think I would do it more with a bit of a gray or maybe even a white throw there, just to make it a little bit more grown-up feeling. But I really liked the sort of doily pattern in it, and I liked the pop of purple. So purple is huge this year, especially in kind of the lavenders. So I thought this was a really great piece of bedding. This one, if you have a teenager or something like that, stripes are a great graphical pattern, and I liked the setup of this bed. It looks like somebody had maybe been sitting in it, needs to be fluffed up a little bit, but I liked the setup with the pillows and the throws and things like that. So there's that same doily pattern in a neutral color that they had there at IKEA, and again, they've used more of a neutral throw at the end, so I really liked that. And again with the navy, this time done with a taupe, and I thought this was really cute. I liked how fluffy this bed felt when I was standing next to it. It felt really luxurious, and it felt like you just wanted to fall into it because they've layered more than one duvet on top of each other, which is great if you have a spouse who steals the covers or something like that. Then everybody gets their own when it's time to fall asleep at night. Another one of IKEA's great bathroom displays. I thought this one was very clean line and fresh. I'm not a huge fan of the sinks, and I'm not a huge fan of the one-piece mirror all the way across because I don't find that as luxurious feeling. But I really liked the clean line cabinets on here, and I like the way that they flanked it with the floor-to-ceiling cabinets on either side. Gives some great storage in this space. And the glossy gray tiles was really pretty as well. This IKEA in particular was in Vaughan, and they have this great corner display where it's windows all the way throughout, and I liked the way that they had layered some of the curtain panels. In the shears, it really allowed a lot of the light to come through, and it still gave that bit of privacy. If you have a condo or a living space where you have lots of windows but you don't want to forego the light, however, you don't want everyone to see what you're doing as well. These sheer panels layered, and they had a multi-layer rod in there, is a really great way to do that. I thought that this slatted headboard was really cool. I liked the fact that it went up really high, and I liked the fact that you could kind of add bookshelves at varying lengths. It was pretty cool. You could have lamps on either side of your bed, and it's really great for storage. So you could add little boxes for some concealed storage, and you can also accessorize with some really pretty accessories. It's also really beautiful in and of its own. You could paint it out, you could lacquer it or something like that. I thought it was a really cool idea. This table, I liked the table itself. I wasn't crazy about the chairs, but the table itself was a really pretty high gloss finish. And it was pretty inexpensive as well. I think it was only maybe $250, which is fantastic for a dining room table. And you could also use this in an office. It would make a great desk as well. Actually, my desk that I have in my office, it's a glass IKEA kitchenette table, and it's the perfect size for my desk because I have lots of room to spread out, yet it's small enough to kind of fit in that office space. So these were some cabinet options. So for a condominium that we're working on right now, she wanted either gray or white cabinets. So IKEA has great kitchen cabinets, and if you add some custom trim and things like that, they can really come out looking very high end. I really liked this kind of window cabinet. It looked like a window. You add a little light in there and it was really, really pretty. It has some glass shelving so that the light filters all the way down through all 3 shelves within the cabinet. And there it is in white as well. These were some countertop options that they had there. So IKEA has some great stone countertop options. These were a couple of their man-made stone, and that is one of their quartz options. And a really cute farmhouse sink that they had there at IKEA. It was a pretty inexpensive option. So this was kind of the window cabinets put together in one of their displays. I really liked it with the marble backdrop and the farm sink. I thought it was all very, very pretty. I liked the lighting and throughout here. It was very fresh, very clean. There's another view of that. And the island in this display, oh my gosh, it was beautiful and huge. And I really like the configuration that they used, where they put a few drawers on either side of the seating on this big, huge island. IKEA is a great place for dinnerware as well, and they have great layering pieces. So this was a really pretty kind of aqua color, almost a mint colored plate layered up with some glass elements, and this was just a paper napkin, but so cute the way that they layered that underneath the glass. There's an option for some of the gray cabinetry. I liked the cup pulls on this. The cup pulls at IKEA are very inexpensive. They're like 2 for $8, which cannot be beat. And they're just as nice as the ones that you can get in some of the other hardware stores for, you know, $8 or $12 each. I thought this mirror was really fun. It was kind of asymmetrical. I love the round shape. And I thought that this mirror for only 99 bucks would be perfect for one of the homes that I'm working on in an entryway. Now this shelving unit, if you've ever looked on Pinterest for things that are called IKEA hacks, one of the ones that I had recently pinned onto Pinterest was an IKEA hack to do this bookshelf but gold leaf it, and it turned out absolutely gorgeous. So I wanted to see this shelving unit while I was there and just see how sturdy it was. So when anchored into the wall, this shelving unit was actually incredibly sturdy. It's only, I think, $89 or $99 for this pretty large shelving unit. It has the great glass shelves in between, and when done in the gold leaf, it turned out absolutely gorgeous. So I think I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to try it. This shelving unit, I thought it was really interesting as well. I like the shape of it. I didn't really like the coloring that they used, but I know that it can be sprayed as well. So I thought I'd take a picture of this for future reference because I really like the Asian-inspired look. Now this living room, I thought the sectional layout was kind of cute. It was really cozy. I'm not typically a big fan of IKEA furnishings, and but this one here, you know, I did like the layout and the look of it. I really liked the coffee table and how low to the ground that was and how big it was. And I also liked the way that they had layered out some of the draperies. So I thought, you know, just the overall effect that you guys might be able to get some great ideas from that. Now this furniture piece, I said that I don't typically like furnishings from IKEA, but this one was actually really well made, and the leather on this leather sectional was absolutely beautiful. So I thought I'd snap a picture to show you guys some of the furnishings that IKEA does have that can be a little bit higher quality. and you are able to get some nice pieces there. This end table was another thing that I thought would be great for our IKEA gold leaf hack. So, if the bookshelves worked out, I really like that this kind of tucks under the chaise, and I might actually use it in my own basement. Really inexpensive option, and it's great for small spaces as well. And this armchair, this is kind of the iconic IKEA armchair. It's only 299 bucks. I sat in it and it's super, super comfy. So I thought it was really cute. It's done in this great gray color, and so it's very neutral and can go into a lot of spaces. They did have some other colors there as well. I highly recommend that you go check out this chair. I thought it was really great, and it was fairly well constructed for the price. More gray cabinetry, so I really wanted to show that. IKEA has some really nice appliances, but they are fairly different in dimensions. So definitely if you're building out an IKEA kitchen, they'd be ideal. However, if you're looking to buy the appliances there, just make sure that you do measurements before you leave your house, and that you measure out the appliances in IKEA before you take them home as well.